This gravity hole shouldn't exist there is a place in the Indian Ocean where Earth's gravity seems to break. Not enough to pull ships into the sky, not enough to make people float, but enough that the ocean itself sinks into an invisible dent, a region where sea level is roughly 106 meters or 348 feet, lower than Earth's ideal mathematical surface. From a ship, you would see nothing. No whirlpool, no crater, no giant hole in the sea. But from satellite measurements, the ocean is not flat here. It bends downward, as if something deep beneath the planet is missing. This is the Indian Ocean Geoid Low, the largest gravity anomaly on Earth. And the real mystery is not that the ocean is lower. The real mystery is why gravity itself is weaker here. Because gravity comes from mass. So, if this region has weaker gravity, then something beneath the Indian Ocean is not where it should be. For decades, scientists asked one disturbing question: what is missing under the ocean? The obvious answer sounds like science fiction. Maybe there is a giant underground void beneath the seafloor. Maybe an enormous empty space is hiding below the Indian Ocean, reducing the pull of gravity above it. But that is not what the evidence shows. This is not a physical hole in the seabed. It is a hole in Earth's gravity field. And to understand why it exists, scientists had to go back not just thousands of years, but hundreds of millions of years to the death of an ancient ocean. Before we go deeper, imagine standing on a ship above this region with a perfect scientific scale. Would you weigh less? Technically, yes, only by a tiny amount, not enough for your body to feel, not enough to change your life, but enough for sensitive instruments to detect. In this part of the Indian Ocean, gravity is slightly weaker than normal. Your weight would drop by a microscopic fraction because the planet beneath you is pulling with slightly less force. That tiny difference is what exposed one of Earth's biggest hidden scars. The mystery began in 1948 when Dutch geophysicist Felix Andries Venning-Mynes identified the anomaly during ship-based gravity surveys. These were not satellites. These were measurements taken at sea, long before modern space missions could map Earth's gravity in extreme detail. South of India, near the Indian Ocean region southwest of Sri Lanka and Kanyakumari, Earth's gravity field dipped sharply. Later mapping showed that this was not a small local feature. It covered nearly 3 million square kilometers, almost the size of India itself. That is why this could not be explained by one trench, one mountain, or one patch of thin crust. It was not a crack in the ocean floor. It was a planet-scale imbalance. To understand it, we need to talk about the geoid. Earth is not a perfect sphere. It bulges at the equator, flattens at the poles, and its interior is uneven. Some regions have dense rock, some have lighter mantle. Some places pull harder with gravity, others pull less. If you stripped away winds, tides, currents, and waves, and allowed the ocean to settle only under gravity and Earth's rotation, the water would form an irregular shape. That shape is called the geoid. It is the real gravitational shape of Earth. And the Indian Ocean Geoid Low is the deepest depression in that shape. This means the gravity hole is not visible to the human eye. The ocean does not suddenly drop like a waterfall, because ships and water follow the same gravitational surface. But compared to a smooth reference Earth, the sea surface here is pulled downward by more than 100 meters. That is what makes this so strange. The ocean is calm on the surface, but mathematically, it is sitting inside a planetary dent. For years, scientists tried to explain this dent with shallow causes. Maybe the crust was unusual. Maybe the seafloor structure was responsible. Maybe density differences near the upper mantle could solve it. The Indian Ocean Geoid Low was too large to be explained by surface geology alone. The answer had to be deeper, much deeper. And this is where the story becomes far more interesting. Around 200 million years ago, Earth looked nothing like it does today. The supercontinent Pangaea was breaking apart. India was not attached to Asia. The Himalayas did not exist. Between ancient landmasses stretched a vast ocean called the Tethys Ocean. That ocean is gone now. But it did not simply vanish. When tectonic plates moved, parts of the Tethys ocean floor were forced downward into Earth's mantle. This process is called subduction. Dense oceanic crust sank into the planet, like a cold slab falling through a sea of solid rock over millions of years. In other words, the Tethys Ocean died. But its remains kept sinking. This is the key to the entire mystery. The gravity hole may be the ghost of an ancient ocean buried inside Earth. In 2023, researchers Debanjan Pal and Atreya Ghosh published a study in Geophysical Research Letters that tested how the Indian Ocean Geoid Low may have formed. They used numerical mantle convection models computer simulations that reconstruct how Earth's deep interior moves over tens of millions of years. Their models suggested that when India broke away from Gondwana and moved north toward Asia, the old Tethys oceanic slabs sank into the lower mantle as these cold, dense slabs descended. They interacted with a giant deep mantle structure beneath Africa known as a large, low shear velocity province. Think of it as an enormous deep Earth zone where seismic waves travel more slowly, suggesting different temperature or composition. The sinking Tethys slabs may have disturbed this deep region and triggered hot, low-density mantle material to rise. These rising plumes spread beneath the Indian Ocean. And this is the aha moment. The gravity hole may not exist because of empty space. It may exist because the material beneath it is unusually hot and low density. Hotter mantle is less dense. Less dense material means less mass. Less mass means weaker gravity. Weaker gravity means the geoid sinks. So the missing mass is not a cavern. It is a deep mantle imbalance created by the death of an ancient ocean. That explanation gives this place a completely different meaning. The Indian Ocean Geoid Low is not just an oceanographic curiosity. It is not just a strange dip in sea level. It may be the surface expression of events that began hundreds of millions of years ago when continents shifted, an ocean disappeared, and slabs of its floor began sinking into Earth's interior. This is why the title matters. This gravity hole should not exist if Earth were simple. But Earth is not simple. It is layered with old collisions, vanished oceans, sinking plates, rising plumes, and deep structures that still influence the surface today. And yet, the mystery is not completely finished. The 2023 model is one of the strongest explanations so far. But science does not treat one model as the final word. The Indian Ocean is surrounded by complicated tectonic history, India's rapid northward movement, the formation of the Himalayas, the breakup of Gondwana, deep mantle structures beneath Africa, and volcanic activity across nearby regions. That means scientists still ask hard questions. Did the gravity low form exactly 20 million years ago? How much of it comes from lower mantle plumes? How much comes from upper mantle density differences? Are the old Tethys slabs the main trigger or only part of a bigger system? And the most disturbing part is this. If a hidden structure beneath the Indian Ocean can bend the shape of the sea without anyone noticing from the surface, then how many other parts of Earth are quietly distorted in ways we have barely begun to understand? The gravity hole should not exist on a simple planet. But we do not live on a simple planet. We live on a world where oceans die, continents collide, and their ghosts keep pulling on the surface millions of years later. So next time you look at the Indian Ocean, remember this. Some mysteries are not hidden beneath waves. Some are hidden inside the force that holds everything down. if this gravity hole shocked you. Hit like and tell us in the comments, would you want a full deep current documentary on the lost Tethys Ocean, the ghost ocean that may still be shaping Earth from below? And stay with deep current, because the ocean is not just water. Sometimes it is the surface of a mystery buried inside the planet itself.